Hey everyone, it's Lori again. Today I'm going to talk about charging your space with magical energy. And this spell can be used to enhance the atmosphere of your magical space before you begin magical workings, but it can also create a harmonious living space in just your day-to-day life. So what you will need, now remember this is just a guide. You can use all of these, a couple of these, none of these. It's whatever you feel is appropriate for you. I've mentioned before in videos that I like to use the anointing oils and the plant life and the crystals and the whole shebang because I feel it raises my vibrations, my energetic field, whatever you want to call it. It really resonates with me to utilize the tools that I have. And, don't be afraid to buy stuff in the spice aisle at the grocery store. Seriously, that's where I get a lot of my things. Some of the fancier things, I get at the metaphysical stores, locally or, online. I'm a big fan of the Dreaming Goddess. She sells these little packets. And they range in price from 99 cents to $6.95, and this will last me forever because you don't use very much, but I'm gonna try and do this without dumping it. That's what my little setup looks like right now for this particular spell. So what I have in there is sandalwood. If you don't have sandalwood, you can use cedar, but this helps to manifest workings. It's for protection, it helps in healing work, and it helps to enhance meditation. So we have thyme, which helps with psychic knowledge. There are other uses, but this is what they are for this particular spell. So bay leaf is protection, rosemary is protection and purification, calendula, which I love, sun energy, clearing. It can also be used in love. So because I want to do this to have a harmonious living space, I used the calendula for love aspect. I also have cinnamon, which helps to speed up this spell, and bay leaf, which is also for protection, and eggshells for protection. I have tourmaline, which helps to absorb negative energies, and then the clear quartz crystal, which is like the master of all crystals, so it kind of amplifies the energy, the vibration, just amplifies your magic. And I have my white candle burning. So the first thing I do prior to putting all this together was I lit my Palo Santo, and I extended my arm and I created a circle of protection, and I asked Palo Santo to please cleanse this space of all negative energy and bless everything within the circle and protect us as we complete this ritual. And you can be as organic as you want. You can just say, hey, Palo Santo, protect me, whatever you want to say. Just create it and make it your own. Mine's a little different every time, depending on how elaborate I want to get, how into it I want to get. But you don't have to do you don't even have to do the circle if you don't want to. I like to because it puts me in the right frame of mind. And then as I put all of these herbs into my bowl, I think about what each one represents. I hold it in my hand for a little bit. I thank it for aiding me in creating this harmonious living space. So whatever you're working with, that's what you're thanking it for. If it's for love, if it's for peace, if it's for protection, cleansing, clearing, whatever it is you're working with, that's what you're thinking about That's what you're thanking it for. That intention has to always be manifesting in your space, right? And if you have a hard time with meditation and you trail off and start thinking about the laundry, you know, that's normal. That's just how our brains are wired. Recognize that thought, but then come back. You know, don't beat yourself up like, oh, I'm thinking of laundry, I can't do this. That's okay. I thought about it, but now I'm bringing it back. I recognize that I was over here, now I'm bringing it back. That's perfectly normal if you're new to meditation. I still do that, and I've been meditating for years now. So you're sitting there, and all of a sudden you'll hear the dog, and you'll be like, oh, I gotta bring the dog to the vet for his rape. Nope, I'm here right now. This is what I'm doing. So just, you know, if you catch yourself, bring yourself back. So you're gonna put all your herbs in your bowl. It can be in a cauldron, it can be in a jar, it can be in whatever you want to piece it together. I like to use these little planting bottoms because it contains the mess. So remove this because I have to read what I wrote. So you will close your eyes. You will visualize your space being filled with powerful white light. When you have a solid image of this light in your third eye, you're going to say, let the magical power of light fill this space for the good of all and harm to none. So it is said, so it shall be. And you can repeat that as many times as you want. You can change up the words if you want. You can say something completely different, whatever you want to do. So you would let the candle burn down on its own. You may work other spells now while this candle is still burning down. You can keep this here and meditate on it. You can display it for while, you know, this is burning down so that it's creating that harmony, that peace, whatever it is you were manifesting. So when you're done, so this candle has burned out, okay? You will take your crystals out, and what I plan on doing with this is putting it in my mortar and pestle, crunching it all up, and making a magical energy anointing oil, which will be beautifully created for candle dressings. You can anoint your windowsills, your door frames, your amulets, yourself, and it's going to smell amazing. I can already smell the cinnamon and everything in there. So that's what I would end up reusing this stuff for, is to make a beautiful anointing oil. And you can dress your candles with it, do whatever you want with it. You can sit it in the windowsill during a full moon and supercharge it too that way. So there's many things that you can do with all of this stuff once you're done. You know, you don't have to toss it out. Easy for me to say. So I just want to quickly say you were working with this kind of stuff, but you were doing a curse or a hex, some kind of, you know, bad, I don't want to say bad, but for sake of lack of better words, bad magic. You would not want to keep this. You would want to throw it out, because if you're doing workings for hexing and curses, you don't want to reuse that energy for something else. You know, so say you did a curse or a hex with this, you don't want to now use this for a protection spell. That would not be cool. So anywho, that's my tip for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, post in the comments. Take care.